superheroes, and of course video games, because that's what you're here to watch, video games. It's what you found me at. So today I have the same people who with me with the gaming awards. We have Gore and Magus giving their opinions, hopefully some decent arguments as to why some of these are the worst and best of all that. And I'll let them introduce themselves again, because so you get to know them, so you can feel their presence in this video.
Hi.
Hi,
That was the exact same intro as last time.
Hi.
Hi.
It's Gar.
Well,
yeah, you say, mate. Say something. Do it.
okay, so I'm kind of this old fogey that's been around on YouTube for many years, and I'm kind of washed up. So there you go.
I think we're all washed up at this point with how many people are on YouTube now.
I think we peaked, and we have our little group of fans, and we're good. You know?
Got those 10 people commenting. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
There's a reason to do this.
Now, I think one of the coolest questions, well, actually it's a really easy question in some ways, but the question I want to ask you guys and myself, I had to think about for a while, what is the worst superhero movie you've ever seen? And I'm not talking about the ones you actually haven't seen, because I don't know if you guys actually seen Elektra or Catwoman.
I have.
But, okay, well, Gore might answer those.
I think I watched 5 times each.
I would never do that to my eyes or my soul. So, I didn't see those movies, but I do have my worst movies. I'm gonna go first, because it took me forever to pick one. The easy targets, obviously, those two, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four 2, Spider-Man 3, those are like the easiest choices in the world, because they're all really bad movies. But, unless you disagree, one of you.
No, they're bad. They're pretty bad.
Okay.
You know, even though I kind of like the second Fantastic Four because it just goes insane. Like, I remember most of the characters literally get, like, they get killed in the most gruesome way. They get blown apart. And they get destroyed. I was like, whoa, alright.
I can't even remember. All I remember is there was like a flying pea pod, and Silver Surfer was like the biggest pussy.
Yeah.
And Galactus was a cloud.
He was a fart cloud.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, that goes on the worst. But the worst movie, easily, is Dark Knight Rises.
What?
Now, yeah, I know you guys are going to disagree.
Of course.
Why do you think one of the most boring movies ever created is a good movie? I need to hear why you guys think that.
I saw it 4 times in the theater.
Okay,
what
you're
movie
crazy,
was that?
so Dark Knight Rises.
The third one.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises. Okay, can I? I'm mixed on it, actually.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm mixed.
Is it the worst superhero movie? Do you agree that?
No, it's not, because I have things that people have forgotten entrenched in my memory. I have the Dark Age of Marvel movies. Even though I'm not a fan of MCU as much as you guys are, or you particularly, I have the Dark Age of Marvel, and I'll explain that later. That's later on, though. But Dark Knight Rises, there's elements of it I like, and there's elements of it I don't like. The problem with that movie is it's very inconsistent to me.
It's boring.
I don't know if it's boring. I don't know. There's parts. It's laughable even in a few places.
Really?
Like everything.
What?
Well,
you like Bane?
No, I hate Bane. He's one of my main prompts. Bane is a horrible villain. He was just really bad. I mean, Scarecrow was underdeveloped, but he was at least interesting, and Joker was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And then you got Bane. You can't understand this fucker half the time. He's like this big, I'm gonna hold my, little straps on my shirt, and he looked bad, and I didn't even think he was, like, if I saw Batman coming to fight me, I'd run from Batman. If I saw Bane coming to fight me, I'd take a picture, Instagram that shit, get 1 billion likes, and then run away. I mean, it's just so laughable, and every fight scene was really poorly done that I would even take Batman Begins fight scenes, put it over that. But, it's just, everything about the movie. But actually, that's not really my worst movie ever. Ghost Rider is my worst movie ever.
Oh.
It's bad acting, bad CGI, terrible action, and ruined once. The biggest problem with this movie is Ghost Rider is a fucking great character and completely was ruined in this movie. And then they made a second one, which I didn't see. I can only assume was just as bad.
It was better, but it was
better.
Yeah. Only if you like Crank. You ever watch Crank?
No, I hate that movie.
Oh, never mind. Don't watch it.
Did. And I'm not even going to talk about that movie. I'm done. Somebody else go.
I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
I want to go to the dark age of Marvel films. What I mean is, again, let me
America.
clarify. I'm critical of MCU films, but this is not the dark age of Marvel films. The dark age of Marvel films
70s,
is every film I mentioned.
70s,
no,
80s,
it goes
and
even
90s.
beyond, dude. It goes beyond that. There's worse movies than Ghost Rider.
Yep.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about that movie Captain America. Not Captain America First Avenger or Captain America the Winter Soldier by any means.
The 90s
This is
one.
Captain 91, yep.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
You never heard of it? Oh,
You never
No.
It's terrible. It is. It's really bad. It's you have a really bad goofy looking goal. It's just I can't even go on YouTube. It's horror.
I don't know if I want to. I don't want to tarnish
Bad.
one of my favorite heroes with that. Is it really? I didn't even know it was made. So obviously it's bad.
There's a part where Captain America gets strapped onto a bomb, and hey, hold on, I'm not done. And Red Skull shoots the bomb, this missile, I should say, to the White House. And the way that Captain America saves the White House is that he just kicks the bomb while he's on it, and he just like misses the White House. And then of course that's how he gets frozen. He gets I don't know how it works. I guess he shoots himself to the Antarctic or something.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm not seeing that movie.
And it comes from an era of Marvel films that were just horrible. And what I mean is, you know, you go into the 80s, they made these TV-made films that were a sequel to the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk.
Oh, God.
And what's amazing is they attempted to... Because, you know, if you've seen the TV series, there's not really much of a Marvel universe, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the films, they attempted to expand the Marvel universe. In one film, Daredevil pops up. It's bad. It's worse than the Ben Affleck film. Number two, there is a Thor that pops up in a plastic outfit that looks like the classic 60s Kirby outfit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, but let me ask you these: are these movies like? Are
Hilarious,
we counting?
bad?
Were they in like the theaters? Can we count them?
Yeah, I think Captain
America 91 was.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, these movies sound fucking terrible, so I guess they win by default.
There is one Captain America movie that actually came out in the 1970s that was straight to TV. Actually, there was two of them, but
That's
yeah,
right.
1991 went to theaters.
This is horrible. I've never even heard of these movies. I guess I wasn't born yet for the 80s, but this shit is terrible.
Yeah.
Think about it too, James. Like, it's in the same context with, like, you know, you probably heard of the Roger Corman Fantastic Four film.
Yeah. Yeah, the Fantastic Four, where the Thing is like isn't he a doll? Or, no, he's not a doll. He's a...
Oh, I've seen that, yes.
His mouth is like, I think isn't it claymation, I think? I can't remember, but it looked awful. I never watched it myself.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what's like the worst, though, of all of these? Or is Captain America the worst?
I would say Captain America's the worst. There, and if you want me to go further, there's even the 70s Doctor Strange movie, but we won't even get into that.
What? I didn't know about that one.
Holy shit!
You're not talking about Doctor Strangelove, right? No, that's a good movie.
No, Doctor Strange. I mean, you know, Doctor Strange, Marvel Comics, Ditko, Stan Lee, Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that was real. Why did they do that?
He's got like a porn stash. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. It's bad. So.
All right, Chris, I want to hear yours.
All right, well, mine, I have two different ones because I have one that might not be considered a superhero film or a superhero comic that got turned into a movie, but it is a comic book movie, and it's one of my worst movies of all time, and this is Tank Girl. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Yes, I have.
Tank Girl is not technically a superhero, even though she's a girl that's in the post-apocalyptic world in a tank. I guess, in a way, she's a hero, but it's an awful movie. I never read the comic, but it's an awful movie that just never stops being annoying. Like, everything's annoying in this movie. The main character...
It sounds terrible. When did it come out?
Mid-90s, I think. But it was really annoying. Every 2 seconds, something would happen. Like, out of nowhere, they'd show pages of a comic book. Like, whoa, look at this. And then they'll go to the next scene where Tank Girl's like, well, blah, 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 and then the next scene's like, well, let's do this. And then they start singing out of nowhere. It's one of the most annoying movies I've ever seen in my life. And it's really bad. But if I had to consider just superheroes in general, not just, just a comic book character, the worst superhero film I've ever seen... Probably, you know what? This one just annoyed me the most. It's not funny. It's not like bad. Like let's watch it and like make fun of it. It's just a bad movie, and that's probably Jonah Hex.
I forgot about that.
I never read the book, but I was actually looking forward to the movie because I love Josh Brolin and I really like westerns, and the character actually interested me. Just like a pretty much a cowboy that came back from getting severely burned and pretty much dead, and he comes back as like this kind of like this just this badass immortal cowboy, and he wants to get revenge. I thought that was really interesting, and they screwed it up bad. They put Megan Fox in there for no reason whatsoever.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, she was in it for no reason. She was in it for maybe 10 minutes. She played a hooker that...
Oh, okay, so herself.
Yeah, but it was PG-13, so you didn't get to... Yeah, it all works out. It's all good. It's a great movie. Never mind.
So it's basically, it sounds like Van Helsing, but even worse.
Yeah, well, Van Helsing at least had, like, special effects. This didn't have anything. Like, it just...
Oh, shit.
It had, like, I don't know, Indians, I guess. That's it.
Those are the bad guys.
Indians, I guess.
I guess.
Let's make it like a racist
Indians.
1950s Western film.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it had what's his name? Will Arnett as a general or something like that. I don't even know why. As like a Southern general. It's like, all right, all right.
So basically, what we have here, I think this is like one of the best, most diverse lists ever. I have the obviously main horrible movies of the last 15 years, but we went all the way back into the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
We went through the 80s, the 90s with Tank Girl and Captain America, and then fucking whatever Hex. I don't even know what that is.
Jonah Hex?
I didn't even know that was a comic.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex is a DC Comics character. He's a Western character. He's actually been in very good comics. In fact, he was just in All-Star Western, which was critically acclaimed in the New 52. And I heard it's very good. He even appears in an episode of Batman the Animated Series and the Justice League cartoon.
Okay, so basically, lesson learned here is all these movies should read the comic counterparts of them because they're good, but the movies just are really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Okay, then we all agree all these movies suck, and the worst one is Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, no.
I don't know about that, but...
No.